Now let's get started with access modifiers in Java. Basically, access modifiers specify the access level of your Java components, that is your classes, your methods, your data members, right? When you're calling them into different packages or different classes, right? Then, you may have seen something like when you create a class initially, it comes as like a public class, or a method that you create, it comes as a public void method, right? So there are four major access modifiers that we're going to cover. One is public, one is protected, one is default, one is private. Basically, Java provides you three major modifiers, access modifiers, that is public, protected, and private. And if nothing is defined, then Java treat by default it as the class or the data member or the method with a default modifier. Now, access modifiers can be divided into two categories. One is at the class level, and the other one is at the member level. Member, as in the data members, your variables, your methods, right? As in, if I I'll gonna create a new package, a new project where we will be understanding the Java concepts. I'll create not a Maven project. It's a simple Java project. I'm gonna create and name it as Java concepts. Right. And in this, let's say I'm going to create a new package as an rough package, and I'm going to create a class with the name as, let's say, test, a simple class, right? And have a main method. So when I talk about the levels in access modifier, if we are talking about the class level, so class can only be public or default, right? We cannot have a access modifier. Let's say this is access modifier for a class. I cannot make it to protected. Sorry, protected. I cannot change it to protected. See, we're going to get an error, illegal modifier for the class test. Only public, abstract, and final, this we're going to look at later on. So the class can only be public. Public, or if I don't give anything, then it will be a default modifier that will automatically be taken by Java. So if you use a public access modifier over here, then this class will be marked as public and it is accessible anywhere in the Java world. But if you change it to default, if you don't define anything, if the class does not have any modifier, then it will be marked as a default, and then it is accessible only and inside in its own package only, right? It cannot be accessed throughout other packages. Only the package that contains this class, the other classes can access this class, right? So if there is any other package where you define other classes, and if you're trying to call this class, you will not be able to call it if it contains a default modifier. And same thing, if you come at the member level, then the access modifier can be used from all four. It can be public, it can be default, it can be protected, or it can be private. Right. So for class, there are two access modifier levels. One is public and default. And for class members, there are four access modifier levels. That is public, default, protected, and private. So let's talk about the private access modifiers first. If a member is marked as a private, then it is accessible only in that particular class itself, right? Not outside the class. Similarly, if you make a member, a data member, a data type, or a method without any modifier, then it will be implicitly marked as default. You need not to add a keyword default over there. Java will itself going to take implicitly it as a default modifier, and then that member will be accessed within its own package only, not outside the package. Right. Similarly, if it is public, it can be accessible throughout the Java world. In any class, in any package, you should be able to access that modifier. And same, if it is marked as protected, then it should be able to access, it is accessible within its own package only, right? If you want to access it outside the package, that is also feasible, but for that we need to implement some concept called as inheritance. Now what inheritance is, we will be discussing about it in our next lecture. All right, now let's say I go over here and I'll close this and create another package, name as package one, right? Inside it, I'm going to create a dummy class. Let's say I name it as class A, right? And inside this, this has got a public access modifier, so which will be accessed globally, right? And I'm going to create a public method that is add. Now this method will also be accessed globally, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'll create another class over here with the name as class B, and inside it I'll just gonna remove the public access modifier. Now it will be treated as a default, right? And I'll create a method over here, public void show. Although there's no use of creating this, but we still want to see where this show method is accessible, right? Now what I'll do, I'll create a test, a class with the name test case over here, and with main method, and I need to call the method from the class A. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an object of class A. I'll say class A obj equal to new class A, right? And then I'll say obj dot add. I should be able to access it, right? Because this class A has got a public access modifier, and this method has also got a public access modifier. Same way, if I create an object of class B, obj equal to new class B, and I'll say it should be obj2, and I'll say obj2 dot, I should be able to access the show method as well, right? Because right now we are inside the same package. Now if I create another package over here with the name as package2, and I'll copy the same test class over here in package2 as well. Right, and we actually need to import these classes. So I'm gonna say package dot the class name, right? And we need to import this as well. So you can see I'm getting import of class A, but I'm not getting import of class B. If I write import package one dot, see I don't get class B because this class has a default access modifier, right? If I change the access modifier to public, then I should be able to see the class B as well. So default access modifiers are accessed within that particular package only, and public can be accessed throughout the packages. So most of the time you're gonna find that classes are implemented as public only in almost every project. Classes are 99% of the times created public. There are hardly any chance where we're gonna create the class as a class with a default modifier, right? Now, like if even if you talk about a different project like any project like Selenium, like APM, right? There you have classes like Firefox driver or Android driver or other number of classes. All the classes you're gonna find are declared as public only, right? Because you need to access those classes in your project. Now, if I talk about if I create a matrix for this access modifier specifically, now we are able to understand like for class we have only default and public modifiers, and most of the time publics are being used. So majorly when we are playing around with access modifiers, we do it with our data members. So let's say I talk about the modifiers. Uh, I'll write over here and I write, let's say, modifier, and modifiers are public, private, protected, default, right? And we're going to check their access within same class, outside class, but in same package, right? Or outside package, or outside package using inheritance, right? We'll be studying about inheritance. And there is something called as most restricted or most visible. This we're gonna look at it later on, right? So first we're gonna check within the same class. Now, if we look at these modifiers within the same class, let's say I'm gonna create, I'll just comment out this for timing. I'm gonna create another package over here. So I'll create another package with the name package 3, and inside this I'm gonna create a new class. Let's say test. And we're going to declare some data members as in some variables with all these access modifiers. I'll name the very first variable as public variable. See, I'm giving the same name to the variable. This is purposely I'm giving this name so that we should be able to see what all we are calling with these names are as per the access modifiers that we have defined. So I'll say private int and I'll say private variable, and I'll give it a value as 20. Similarly, protected and pro protected variable 30, right? And then default will not going to have any modifier, so I'll say default variable equal to 40, something like this, right? Now again, let's go back to the PDF, and if you look at the PDF, you can see like there is no access modifier which cannot be accessed within a class. I mean, we can access all these modifier within the same class. So within class, and I mean, even if we talk about public, it is accessed throughout the class. Default can be accessed throughout the class. Protected can be accessed throughout its class, and even the private is also accessible within the same class itself. So if we talk about this public modifier, this will be accessed within the class. This will also be accessed within the class. This will also be accessed within the class, and this will also be accessed within the class. So now we'll go inside the class, and we'll try to access these variables. So I'll create a main method, and then I'll create an object of this class. I'll say test obj equal to new test, and I'll try to access these variables. So I'll say obj dot first we'll try to access the private variable. Yes, we are able to access it. Then we'll say obj dot public. We are able to access it. Then we'll say obj dot protected. We are able to access it. And then we're gonna say obj dot default variable. So see, we are able to access all the variables defined over here, and if I run them, you can see all of them are executed. Right. So within the same class, you should be able to access all the modifiers of the data members. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll create another class within the same package and name it as, let's say, sample. Right. And what I'll try to do, I'll try to get all these variables inside the sample class as well. And I'll paste it. So now you can see all are accessible except the private variable. Right. So you can see the field is not visible. Change the visibility of private variable to package. Right. So it is actually asking for change the visibility of the access modifier. So that is what is written in the PDF as well. If a member is marked as private, then it is accessible in its class only. It should not be able to. We should not be able to access that variable or the data member outside another class. And the rules that we are writing over here, this rule will be applied for all type of data members, whether it is the variables that we are creating or whether it will be the methods that we will be creating. Right, so methods and data members will gonna follow the same access modifier rules. Right, so if we are calling it outside the class, public yes, private no, protected yes, and default yes. Now we'll look at outside package. So what I'm going to do, I'll create one more package. So I'll just comment out this and we're going to write not accessible outside class. Right. So just comment out this as well. Now what I'm going to do, I'll create another package over here. Name it as package 4. And I'll create another class sample in this package as well. Right. And what I'll do, I'll just copy the content of this test class over here and this. Now this is another package, right? So outside the package, let's see what all are accessible. So you can see outside the package only private is accessible. Not even protected, not even default, private, I mean only public is accessible, not even private, not protected, not default. Private, we know that it will be accessible within the same class only, right? But protected and default, they will be accessed in other classes as well, but within the same package. If we talk about outside package, then protected and default will not be accessible. So protected and default, protected, we can still access it outside the package, but with inheritance, right? But if we are not implementing inheritance, then default and protected will gonna work as the same way outside the package as well. So if we talk about outside the package, public is accessible, private is not, protected is not, and default is not. Now we're going to see the same behavior outside package using inheritance. Now, before we start with the inheritance part, although we will be studying about inheritance in depth, but let me give you a bit overview of what inheritance is. Inheritance is basically one class object will inherit other class properties. Now, other class properties could be methods, could be any data member, could be variables, right? Now, let's take an example. If I try to access this public variable of a test class, right, with the object of sample class, will I be able to do that? As in, if I create an object of sample is equal to new sample, and if I try to print s dot and I'll say public variable, right, I'll not be able to access it, right? Why? Because this is actually defined where inside test class. So we cannot access the data members of test class of one class into another class by creating an object of that class. This is not possible in this way. So you cannot call the property of another class into any other class by creating an object of this particular class. You cannot do it. This is not possible in Java. This is possible only and only in the case of inheritance. But I haven't applied any inheritance as of now in this class. So this is not possible. I mean, in Java, although we are accessing public properties, right? But public properties are accessible through that class object only, through the test class object only. Not with anyone else's object, you should be able to access the public members of that class, right? It will only be accessible through that particular class object only, right? Not with any other class you create, and you should be able to access public properties of all other classes. That is not feasible in Java. So this is possible only through inheritance, right? Now what inheritance is, we will be studying about it in detail, right? So in order to apply inheritance, basically there are two keywords which are being used. One is extends and one is implements. Whenever any class inherits another class, we use the keyword as extends. And whenever any class inherits any other interface, we use the keyword as implements. So we'll have a detailed discussion on extends and implements, but for the time being, I am going to implement inheritance over here so that we should be able to see whether the protected variable is accessed outside the class or not. Right. So what I'll do, I'll just how to implement inheritance is that we just need to add a keyword as extends along with your class. As in, let's say if I don't write this right now, let's say there's a class A and class A wants to access the properties of class B. Right, there are two classes A and B, and class A wants to access the property of class B. So what class A will gonna do? Class A will gonna extends class B. Right, now in this case, B will become the parent of class A. Right, and child A will be a child class. So child can inherit the property of a parent class. So same way over here, when I say sample extends test, then if I save this, I should be able to access the properties of a test class. But you can still see I'm not able to access protected variable. Right. This is because the object that we have created over here is still of this test class. Right. You won't be able to access it with the test class object. So what you need to do instead of this, if you change it to sample obj equal to new sample, if you create an object of sample class, you should be able to see that you are able to access the protected variable of the child class, that is of the parent class, that is test. So that is what, with the help of inheritance, you should be able to access the public modifier you should be able to access the protected modifier, but not the default and not the private one. So that is where the protected and default make a difference. That default modifier, you cannot access it outside the package or using inheritance, whereas protected members you can access it outside the package, but with the help of inheritance only. All right. Now, if I talk about most restricted and most visible access modifiers, then most restricted one is the private, right? This has got the very first priority over here, right? Then most of the people have confusion that default is the most restricted one, but sorry, the protected is most restricted one, but no, here we have already seen practically that default is the second restricted one. Then we have protected, and then we have private. Same way, if we talk about accessibility or visibility, then it's vice versa, right? Public is the most visible one, most accessible. Private is the least accessible. And then we have default, and then we have like default over here, and then we have protected, right? So most visible ones are public, and then we have protected. And these are the least visible one, least accessible. So this matrix is very, very important when you are working on inheritance or encapsulation, polymorphism, right? If you are able to understand this matrix, then it will make your task very easy when you're working in OOPS basically, right? So this is the core of OOPS, right? So people, most of the time, they get stuck over here as well when they're working on live projects, right? When we want to access some utilities from different package, and if they are private or protected, right, or public, right, then how if we are unable to access those, then we're going to look at this metrics, and we should be able to understand, okay, why this is not accessible, or how we will going to access it with the help of an inheritance or with the help of polymorphism, right, by creating a polymorphic reference. So these are the things which will going to help us a lot.